Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of College Cooking, the show that proves you can be trusted in the kitchen no matter how many times you've burnt the water. My name is Logan Bidon.
And I'm Lexi Hull.
And today we will be making a college staple, instant ramen. Ramen is a classic because while it's quick and easy to make, it's also cheap as hell and can be found literally everywhere. For example, this cup that I have right here, this is the Red Solo bowl. It has been infused with the wonderful flavors of many, many different ramens. And today I'm very excited to bring to you another one of the wonderful iterations of this ramen. Essentially, this is the cast iron of Solo Cup ramen. Of course, this episode isn't going to be a 30-second long explanation of how to optimally pour water into a container. We will be finding different ways to enhance your base ramen.
Here are, of course, a multitude of ways to make ramen better, but today we will be looking and focusing on what I look for when making my ramen better, which I have divided into the 4 S's: soups, spices, sauces, and savors. First off is soups. Soup is whatever the ramen is floating in, whether it is a base better than bouillon or a pre-made broth by Campbell's. Most pre-made broths will already be more impactful than the traditional flavor packet in ramen due to it needing to compete with the water. I would not recommend making your broth, though, unless you know what you are doing.
Moving on to the next section is, of course, spices. Spices help to bring out the flavor in your ramen and make it taste as amazingly as you want it to. Many spices come in the form of powders. My go-to is garlic powder, but some other general spices, like onion or pepper, work wonders. As you look into the spices, I would also recommend dry herbs as well. While they don't have as much of a kick, they do even out the flavor. A nice background taste, if you will. And, of course, that makes it more refined. My go-tos are normally basil or oregano. Next up, we have our sauces. Sauces are basically fully formed ingredients that you can add to your ramen to change both the texture and the taste of your ramen. In this list, I include things such as butter or peanut butter, alongside sriracha sauce and soy sauce. Sadly, I do not really experiment with sauces as much as I do the other categories on this list. But if you're looking to be more experimental, I would steer away from any sweet sauces or anything too rich. The flavors would just combat against the already established flavor they have in the broth and on the noodles. You see, ramen is a totality of different flavors, not just one overarching. Do it smart.
Finally, you have your savors. Savors are things like meat or vegetables, the things that have a bit more substance to them. Savors are super easy to add even if you may not be able to buy the most prime rib at the local farmer's market. Frozen foods work just as well as fresh produce, and ingredients like corn or peas work so well in ramen dishes. Even cup ramen adds them, they're dehydrated cups. Along with this, while I may not have a chicken breast here in front of me, I do have some hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs are definitely easier than anyone could imagine. Basically, as long as you have some heated water and eggs, you can make some for yourself. Hell, the eggs here in front of me were made about 30 minutes ago in this electric kettle.
All right, now that we know the fundamental aspects of ramen, where do I go from here? Honestly, wherever you want to go. If you want a simple chicken noodle ramen, just heat up the pre-made chicken broth. Maybe add a little bit of basil for taste, and a bit of salt to tie it all together. Want a more traditional ramen? Make some hard-boiled eggs. Add some sriracha and peanut butter, along with some corn, and you've got yourself a spicy ramen with a bit more substance. Just follow your heart, and chances are it will probably work out pretty well. And even if it doesn't, they're only like 60 cents per pack, so you got room to play.
I don't know how to make ramen.
It's so easy. You got that boiling water there. It's really hot. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Literally, just take your packet, put it in here, pour the water on top. Yeah. Also, in smaller bowls, sometimes you want to like crack the square a little bit. I poured out like 3/4 of this. Oh my God.
Went crazy with it.
Yeah. Oh. Goodness gracious.
Here. Yep.
Yeah, I might want to give it a minute or two to just, I want egg Egg. We're just throwing in here, Lexi. Okay? It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all a learning process.
How much oregano do you think I should add?
As much as your heart desires.
I don't want to overdo it though.
You have a big bowl, you're fine. Okay, Secret's still alive.
Oh, jeez, what happened?
You
Oh.
might die now.
I need more. Oh, onion's fantastic. Ooh.
Garlic? Do you want garlic powder?
Yeah, I do.
Do you want sriracha?
Yes. Yes, I would like some sriracha actually. You can do more with the package. All right, finished product. Right here. Anyways, thank you all again for joining me on another episode of College Cooking. Hopefully, you learned something new about a well-worn staple as ramen. And I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I mean, it's like, it's a noodle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope Max keeps this in.